So I'm going to write 3x squared. Oh, look, they even give me the equations back here to use, don't they? And I need to find x at negative 8. So what does that mean? Anywhere? What does it want me to do right here? How? How am I going to find y? So anywhere there is an x, I'm going to substitute in negative 8. So I'm going to write 3, oh, not x, negative 8 squared plus 4y squared plus 24 times, oh, not x, but negative 8 equals 144, right? So what is negative 8 squared? 64 times 3? 192. Are you sure about that? Good. Okay. Now what? Just keep going, right? Okay. What is 24 times negative 8? Oh, really? Negative 192? That makes it nice. Why does that make it nice? That's 0, isn't it? So I just have 4y squared equals 144. So to solve, I divide each side by 4, so y squared equals 36. Guess what y equals? Dang it, I was so hoping you would get it right. What's the square root of 36? 6 and negative 6, right? Plus or minus 6. Okay, so can we do the same thing with this equation right here? Anywhere there is an x, I substitute a 13. Y squared minus 2 times, oh, not x, 13, equals 10. What is 2 times 13? So 26. So I add 26 to both sides. Y squared equals 36. So what's y? Plus or minus 6. Very good. Okay? Any questions about that? Each of the equations solved above actually has 2 solutions. Oh my goodness, I wish someone would have told us that before. Explain why this makes sense in terms of the graphs of the conics. Why does it make sense that if I go negative 8, I can go 6 or negative 6? It's symmetric, yes. The conics are symmetric. And in this particular problem, where are they symmetric about? About the x-axis, aren't they? Okay. They set it that way on purpose. It's not always that way. Okay. Item C3 involves finding the intersection of 2 conics. This can also be done algebraically or without a calculator's graphing capabilities. So consider the equations as a system. These 2. Which equations are these, by the way? The planet and the meteor. Okay? In the parabolic equation, solve for y squared. Okay, well, I already did that, didn't I? I don't need to do it again. Right here? So y squared is 10 plus 2x. I mean, it wouldn't be that hard to do it to begin with. I just add 2x to both sides, correct? Yeah, we're just solving for y squared, right? So look at the circle equation then. Look at the planet's equation. Doesn't it have a y squared in it? So can't I substitute this for y squared without doing square roots? Yes. Okay, so 10 plus 2x is going to go right into that equation for Mars, right where x or y squared is. So now let's solve this quadratic and see what happens. So we have x squared plus 2x plus 10x, because now it matters what order it is, right? Before it didn't really matter, did it? I don't know, because I just wrote an x on accident. Sorry about that. So x squared plus 2x plus 10. And then I have this silly 3.14 or 3.4 squared, right? What is 3.4 squared? 3.4 squared, 11.56. If we're solving a quadratic, what does it need to equal? So if it needs to equal 0, let's subtract 11.56 from both sides. X squared plus 2x minus, okay, good, 1.56 equals 0. Now, I'm going to be honest with you here. We could try factoring this. I think it would be more trouble than it's worth. Okay? So probably we should use quadratic formula. Does everybody remember the quadratic formula? X equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. What's a? A is 1, b is 2, c is negative 1.56. Remember, like I told you before, it's not good enough to just know a really cool song if you don't know what it means or what it's for. So what is a quadratic formula for? To solve quadratic equations, right? Okay? So, x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So 4 minus 4 times 1 times negative 1.56 is 10.24. And you guys may not think that's great, but I know something that maybe you don't. The square root of 10.24 is 3.2. It's a nice number, right? So x equals negative 2 plus or minus 3.2 over 2. What is negative 2 plus 3.2? 1.2. Divided by 2 is 0.6, right? What is negative 2 minus 3.2? Negative 5.2 divided by 2? Negative 2.6. The equation above has two solutions. Which matches up with your answer from 3C? 3C? Oh, look. 0.6. It's the 0.6. Why is that one the one that matches up? Where was that? Oh, it was on my graph, right? It's that one right there, right? Which is what? The first place that the meteor would have impacted, right? Okay. So that's at 0.6, which is the first place the meteor would have impacted. Okay? How can the exact y values be found for the points of intersection, and what are they? So number 8 is your homework. Okay? You're going to do number 8, finish number 8 by yourself. I will have the study notes up on the board. Please remember we do have a study session today after school. We also have one in the morning before school. The one in the morning before school is at 7:45. It's not at 8 like all the other ones have been. It has to be at 7:45. Okay? Any questions about the lesson about what you have to do on number 8?